Yesterday, I asked you nothing. I lied. I didn't ask you anything. Hey there, I'm Omasumi, trans femme stereotype and aspiring voice actress. A fact you would never guess from my video output of nothing in the past ever. There's this little obscure YouTuber I'm sure you've never heard of before called Jack's Films, and he's hosting a little contest to make my own YIAY. I can do that. Why not? I have nothing else better going on. Ignore the college syllabus in the background. It's not real. So yesterday, some white boy named Jack asked you, fill in the blank. You're not a real alpha male until blank. And naturally, a self-described stereotypical trans femme is probably the perfect person to be reacting to this. I can't think of anyone else who would. Here are your most Sigma answers that I'm seeing for the first time. Why am I doing this? This intro sucked. You're not a real alpha male until you get kicked out of the Applebee's for causing a scene. You're not a real alpha male until you watch the Bing Bong scene. Oh shit, Bing Bong from Inside Out. I haven't seen Inside Out. I thought they meant Bing Bong from Peep.
I miss my wife.
And for the record, that's true. I'm not an alpha male. I'm a cool woman who
laughs at Bing Bong's death because the tiny divorced man deserves it.
You're not a real alpha male until your mommy lets you see until then. I'm a real alpha big boy. Don't clip that. You're not a real alpha male until you loudly explain a joke. No, that's not an alpha male. That's just called having OCD and autism. Get it right. Actually, no, we don't loudly explain the joke. We sheepishly explain the joke. You're not a real alpha. You're not a real alpha male until you take estrogen. Correct. Right. Only correct answer. You're not a real alpha male until you fight my... until you fight my 7 evil exes. I don't think Scott Pilgrim was an alpha male. Is that what happens at the end? Again, didn't play it, or watch it, or read it, but I can assume that's not what happens. I know this is a Scott Pilgrim reference, but my immediate first thought is, no, you're supposed to obey me! The 7 evil exes. You're not a real alpha male until you learn Andrew Tate's tucking technique. Is Andrew Tate trans femme now? You're not an alpha male until you eat a big bowl of these. Oh no. What are these monstrosities? What horrifying creatures have I stumbled upon? Oh god, I hate these. I hate these so much. Great taste. I'm not putting those fuckers in my mouth. It's like what if alphabet soup was body horror? Oh god. I hate the C. What is that mouth? You're not an alpha male until you put down the yogurt. Oh no, what am I looking at? 15 signs you're a yogurt male, super rare, and is it better than alpha? This can't be real, right? This can't be real. This has to be a parody, right? What the fuck is a yogurt male? I can't. I fucking can't with this. What signs would there be? This has to be parody. This has to be parody. There's no way that they've gone so insane at this point that they've invented yogurt male. Again, I'm very glad I transitioned, because if this is the shit I have to deal with as a cis guy, I would have blown my brains out by now. I shouldn't make that joke. YouTube is gonna, put a warning at the start of this video now. Oh well. You're not an alpha male until you pee sitting down and somehow miss. Okay, that's possible though. As a penis haver, I'm not like the other girls. I have a You can miss while peeing sitting down. It's called accidentally hitting the gap between the seat and the actual bowl and it gets on the floor. It's awful. That's the final answer. There's so few of these. Remember the old days, YIAY's had a billion answers. No wonder no one gets into YIAY anymore. There's only how many? 16 answers? Oh, we're doing better than that. One moment. I'm reading some more answers on Blue Sky. There's gotta be some funnier ones. wonder this video sucked. There's so many good answers on Blue Sky. Immediate first one I'm reading. Possess the lowest possible penetration power. Yeah, that's an alpha male. Get milked. You're not an alpha male until you get milked. I agree, Bloops. You're not a real alpha male until you get a bedtime story and a good kiss from mom. Or, you're not a real alpha male until you blow Bubba. Anthony, the first answer was funny. What's going on with this? What does blow Bubba mean? One moment. I'm Googling this. I'm gonna regret Googling this. Blow Bubba. I don't like that. I'm just not gonna read further. I don't need to look at politics right now. You're not a real alpha male until you find all 120 stars in Super Mario 64. Wait, the top reply. On both the 64 and DS versions, DS version has more than 120 stars. Fake guy. Wait, Anthony, that's your third response now. Come on. Getting greedy. You're not a real alpha male until you fail at boxing, drink raw eggs, and complain on the internet for clout. I wonder who this is referring to. I was scrolling and saw one further down. You're not a real alpha male until you hear the fajitas coming out sizzling. Hashtag get milked? No! You're not an alpha male until you kiss your homie's sexual style at least once a day. Yeah, thanks for revving your motorcycle as loudly as possible. I can hear the size of your dick from here. We're all very impressed. You're not an alpha male until you let it crust. What does that mean? Kirubi, what does that mean? Get implanked! Is that how alpha, beta, omega works? Is alpha the one that gets pregnant? One moment. No, I'm not Googling that. No, I'm not doing research. You're not a real alpha male until you get an omega male pregnant. Okay, 2 in a row. Is that how the Omegaverse works? I don't know and straight up don't care. Homestuck Beyond Canon tried teaching me how Omegaverse romance works, and I'm good with not knowing that. You're not an alpha male until you eat one. Yeah, there's a few ways I could respond to this joke. 1, just agree and say, yep, you are what you eat. Option 2, make a vor joke. What am I looking at here? You're not an alpha male until you compete in ranked jerkmates. What? Do I dare Google that? It's a game? Jerkmate ranked. Play the game. I'm just gonna go here. Let's see what it is. Oh, never mind. I'm done here.